Yeah, boom to the hay, all you sports fans out there, or to you, the individuals part of the collective in the tubosphere. Welcome to Fast Track Sports Rack. Highlights here on talk radio version of the OMSR. I am your brief but concise host, Will, the alternative spin sports thrill. Alright, so all that catchphraseology just means, yeah, I figure, the sports rack's up on display, fast track, I just blow right by, right through with the blow-by, devastating crossover through the intro. Let you know the clip coming up and why. And the sponsor of the show is the DMCA, Digital Millennium Copyright Act. Covers fair use, standard, minimal use, and derivatives. So all year long, pretty much gonna be giving out credits left and right to ESPN. Because they are the college basketball platform, along with CBS, but ESPN's really taken over a lot of that. Alright, so it's here. The flagship sports category to the OMSR. This particular clip, doing the Armed Forces this year in Camp Humphreys, South Korea. Now, to those of you watching this particular clip, in and around, on and or around close to Veterans Day, salute all the troops, any veterans you may know, and that's year round, by the way. Now this is pretty cool. The first time around, that was on the channel, but the thing about college basketball, just so you know, not sure how many of those of you I'm going to get through to on this, but like the first one, it was on the Carl Vinson. That was, North Carolina beating up on Michigan State, but the setting was cool. Thing on YouTube is there's all these little third-party content ID entities crying wolf. Let me rephrase that. There's all these little wannabe entities in content licensing running around on YouTube crying third-party content ID wolf. And been many a good basketball game lost on this channel, like when Indiana was upset or Kentucky was upset. So I pared back the music and the length of which. So you get the second half condensed down in about 6 to 8.5 minutes, depending on how much action is going on. That's how it's going to be this year. Alright, I've set it up. Thanks for watching those silly DUIs while you're out there. Roll clips.
Alright, balls are rack. Get them going, Bryce. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Go to work. Go to work. We're going to go live now. We're going to go live. We got to sharpen this up now. Sharp, fellas. Down and back to the weekend. Go. Go. Pound it. 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 Offensively, we got to try to score. We got 2-on-1. Other than a breakaway, that's the best opportunity we got. We got to try to score a few more baskets. In the hallway. Go. Go. Get it out. Attack. Attack. Are you not going to put a hand up? Go again. Go again. Go again. Make plays for each other. Make plays. Make plays.
That's not right. That's not right. Let's fight through it. Let's fight through it.
Get low when you turn that corner. Understand every day. Good. Play together. Let's go. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. No, it's not over. Once again.
Kevin Connors, Jay Williams back with you here on this Sports Center special. We are counting it down to Georgetown and Oregon here from PYEONGTAEK, South Korea. The Jay, conference realignment has really dramatically changed the Big East, but one of the remaining teams are the Georgetown Hoyas.
Those words are so frustrating. It's an ongoing process with conference realignment. You talk about the Big East. 3 new teams added to the Big East this year. We have Butler, Xavier, and then you also Butler, Xavier, and Creighton. Creighton was the preseason player of the year, and Doug McDermott. You have Butler as well. No more Brad Stevens, the new coach on that team. And yeah, this is an ongoing topic. There's also Xavier. Demonte Christian is a player to watch out for in the new Big East.
Not as good as the Big East had been, but still a very powerful conference. And as good as Georgetown has been under John Thompson III, Jay, early tournament exits are all too familiar to this program.
Oh, very familiar. They're 2-5 in their last 5 NCAA tournament appearances. And I think I speak for all Georgetown fans when I say that should never happen. That should never happen. They've lost 5 consecutive NCAA tournament games to teams that have been double-digit seeds. That shouldn't happen. And you talk about this year's team, no more Otto Porter, who led their team last year in points, rebounds, and steals. This year's team will be led by Markelle Starks. He's their point guard. He led them in assists last year, shoots around 42% from the three-point line. Also, DSR. Devontae Smith-Rivera is a name you should become very familiar with. He had 33 points in the game last year against DePaul. And also Joshua Smith, although he's 6'10", 6'11", weighs 350 pounds, his conditioning will be key. If he can impose his will down low, Georgetown will have a chance to be a dominant team in the Big East.
We know Georgetown can defend with anybody. The question is, can they score with a lot of teams? That'll be a big question. It is a new season, a new chance to put the past behind them, and that begins today. Andy Katz joins us again with the head coach of the Hoyas, John Thompson III.
Well, John, we've been here for a couple of days. What's been the most inspirational thing for you and your team here at Camp Humphreys?
Yeah, I think the most inspirational experience we had was yesterday serving lunch to the troops. And after we served them, we got a chance to sit with them and talk with them and eat lunch together. And I think, it's almost like the cloud opens up for our guys when they realize that these men and women that are serving our country halfway around the world are their age. And the importance and the significance of what everyone in the armed forces and the military and everyone here on Camp Humphreys is doing to make our life a lot easier. And I think that kind of smacked a lot of our guys in the face at lunchtime yesterday.
You guys also toured the hangar where all the helicopters are being held and talked to the pilots who go into harm's way. How do you think that had an effect on your players?
I think it took a few minutes. I remember telling our guys, fellas, we're not at the Smithsonian Museum now. This is the Air and Space Museum, rather. This is real. These choppers, these helicopters are out in the field, and so it was I'll use the word neat. It was cool to see and actually sit in the Apache and sit in all the helicopters. But then we came back to the hotel and talked about that. Now we had a field trip today, and everyone else out there's got to go to work in those same vehicles to protect us.
Let's go on the court. You've got a new player here in Joshua Smith, the transfer from UCLA. He's eligible. How do you plan on managing his minutes in his first game?
We'll see as it goes. We'll put him out there and see how he does, and when he gets tired, we'll take him out.
Thank you, John.
To the 28,500 troops in Seoul, Korea, from Georgetown University to you, we're looking forward to coming over and giving you guys a show.
We appreciate the sacrifice you guys made so we can enjoy these freedoms that we enjoy in our country today. Thank you.
It will be an honor playing in front of all of you at Camp Humphreys in Korea, and we look forward to getting out there.
I just want to say thank you to all the troops. We really appreciate all your service and everything that you do.
Well, just a reminder, we are just a week away from the Champions Classic, the tournament some are calling the best multi-team regular season event in the history of college basketball. 4 of the top 5 teams in the AP poll in the same arena on the same day. Number 1 Kentucky versus number 2 Michigan State, and number 4 Duke versus number 5 Kansas. Well, I look inside the Oregon War Room here, the Oregon Ducks. They've enjoyed success under Dana Altman, the reigning Pac-12 tournament champions, set to get going here today against the Georgetown Hoyas. Well, Jay, 2 big suspensions are really hurting this Oregon team, but they do have several newcomers in the fold that can really help out.
Well, Dana Altman is the king of transfers. 2 years ago, he brought over a kid from Minnesota, DeVoe Joseph. Last year, he brought over Tony Woods from Wake Forest, Arsenal Kanzemi from Rice, who averaged almost a double-double, led this team in rebounds. And this year, another plethora of names come to the table, led by Mike Moser. Mike Moser comes over from UNLV, didn't have that much of a productive year last year due to Anthony Bennett, but 2 years ago averaged a double-double. Then you have Joseph Young, and without the presence of Dominic Artis on the court, Joseph Young will be pivotal. He averaged 18 points at Houston. You look at Elgin Cooks, athletic wing, and then also Richard Armati down low, a guy that adds to their depth at the front court due to the fact that they're out without,
It's a lot of stuff happening there. Northern Idaho. Didn't even know there was a Northern Idaho.
Oregon, will they be able to rebound the ball? They lost 4 of their
every year
big-time rebounders from last year. And
you know, Will of the OMSR.
Now who's going to get down in the paint and do
here's about a new school
be able to do that.
or 2.
And also for Georgetown, the big question that we always wonder about, will they be able to score the basketball? We know what they do on the defensive end, but last year this team ranked 14th in the Big East in scoring, averaging 65 points per game. No Otto Porter. Who will step up? Will that be DSR? Will that be Markel Starks? And also will Joshua Smith, will his conditioning be to a level where he can play 20 to 25 minutes?
We hope we've done a good job of painting the picture of what it's like here, this fantastic atmosphere in PYEONGTAEK, South Korea, here on Camp Humphreys, U.S. Army base. What's your big takeaway, Jay, from this experience?
I just want to say thank you to all the troops. You know, they're the reason why we're here. For all the tension, like I said, in the opening between North Korea and South Korea, they put their lives on the line every single day. When teams talk about sacrifice and commitment, this right here is about sacrifice and commitment for our country.
And the passion, the selflessness of the men and women on this base, just like every other American military base in the world, they are the cream of the crop. And this broadcast, this game, is our small way of saying thank you to troops here in South Korea and all around the world. There will be several thousand college basketball games played this season, none as special as this one. We hope you enjoy the game, the atmosphere, the sights and the sounds of Georgetown and Oregon, the 2013 Armed Forces Classic, set to come your way from PYEONGTAEK, South Korea. Enjoy, everybody.
There is no off-season for America's armed forces. They're always at the ready to march in defense of freedom. Once again, the college basketball season starts with a salute to the men and women in our military. It began aboard a Navy aircraft carrier.
What a night on the USS Carl Vinson.
Continued on an air base in Germany.
What an event, what a memorable experience for everyone.
And today, on an Army base in South Korea. Here the Oregon Ducks and Georgetown Hoyas
Let's go, play together, let's go.
Get their campaigns underway. We honor our veterans, tip our hats to the troops, and tip off a new season filled with high-flying expectations. Welcome to Camp Humphreys and the 2013 Armed Forces Classic.